Right now I'm on tour and I'm presenting some of my electronic stuff, but also I've got a new project with Get Physical Music. I'm doing film music since 1999, and we're gonna release 3 albums in cooperation with iTunes and Get Physical Music. And it's like a continuing of our first album. It was called 18 Themes, and now it's like really like a listening, chill out soundtrack, like 40 minutes, really relaxed music, and it's taken from the films we have done since 1999 for documentaries and UNESCO movies, and it's really nice music. It's really different to the normal Lopazz stuff because it's really quiet and really relaxed music, and not like tonight, it's more like house music. Yeah, well, for the film music, sometimes I have to go to really nice countries like Brazil or Mongolia or China. I'm doing field recording, recording sounds for the film, not only composing the music, but also doing like atmos, like recording birds or animals. And it's really, really nice because then you go with a film team and you're not in the club, there are no streets, no cars, no electricity. So really like you're in the field and you can really relax and do something completely different, which gives you new energy for your work in the studio or when you're on tour and presenting the stuff in the clubs. Well, some of you might know my records like I Need Ya or Blood on Output recordings, but also my records like Migration or Share My Rhythm, or my new one is called Credit Card Receipt on Get Physical Music in Berlin. It's like house music but handmade. I'm not using computers for making music. I'm using like old machines like a 909 or 808 or like the Moog. Maybe you can see that. It's like really old school stuff, but it's still the best. I'm not a friend of virtual instruments. I really like to work with real instruments, like working on the machines, turning the knobs, switching it on and off. And that makes the music really like kind of organic and maybe a bit special, but it's your decision. Since the beginning of the 90s, I'm doing my own label. It's called 808 Track. In fact, we had 3 labels. It was founded by a really nice guy. He's called D-Man from Heidelberg, from my hometown. And he said, hey, come on, let's do a label and release our own stuff and music of our friends. So we started in the 90s with house music and techno, and like mixture of alternative music. And it was pretty successful. And yeah, I'm doing that since 1994 more or less. And now the last album was the film music album. So it's really different stuff, house music and alternative. Tonight I'm here with my wife, Mariela, she's over there. And she will be with me on stage playing the tenorion. In fact, we will have no computers on stage tonight, so like in the studio, no computers for making music. We use a tenorion, it's a Japanese instrument, and we use a spectralis. It's a German hand-built sequencer, sampler, and software synthesizer. Like you can work with any kind of stuff with your own samples or whatever. And yeah, and a small sampler, so it's like a really old school basic setup with vocals, sampler, drum machine. Yeah, I hope you're gonna like it. It's my 3rd time in Brazil, and I have to tell you, I've been to Salvador and Florianopolis and Porto Alegre, Sao Paulo, of course. I love the country, I love the people. It's so special. The food is great, the drinks are great. It's a really nice atmosphere, and I'm always looking forward to come back to Brazil, especially because half our family lives in South America. It's my first time at the Edge. I played some other clubs before, but the Edge is really rock and roll. I mean, look, good sound, great lights, great party people. I love it.